we're starting our last week of this unit. Next week we'll start a brand new unit. We've been on this a long time, but this is extremely important. Today what we're doing is just an extension of what we've already done. We've done this, we've used base 10 blocks with 2-digit numbers. Now today we're going to go and use them with 3-digit numbers. And so here we go. I'm going to model the first one like always to help you out when you get home and to do homework and to practice with those two and to let your parents know what kind of language we should be using. So when I look up, I see I have 473 minus 126. I know that the number 473 is called the absolutely. And the number 126 is called the subtraction. And I see what is missing. I'm trying to find the beautiful. I'm trying to find the difference. Absolutely. So when we do this with base 10 blocks, I know that I'm going to build the first number. And I have to decompose that number to build it. When I decompose 473, what do I get? 473. And that's what I've got to make. So I'm getting my 400s. I'm going to get 7 10s. And because I'm not adding any more to it, I can take this whole space over here. It doesn't matter. Because I'm only going to be getting base 10 blocks for the menu end. Because then I'm going to be subtracting. That means I'm going to take away. So I'm not going to be getting any more. So here we go. So now I have 400s, 7 10s, 3 1s. Going to pair those ones. Now, I'm going to subtract 126. I'm going to decompose it as well. 100, 2 10s, and 6 1s. And I know when I do math, instead of starting and going left to right, I have to start on the right. And on the right over here is the ones place. Thank you, absolutely. I'm going to start in the ones place. Tells me I have 3 1s, and I'm going to subtract 6. Over here I have 3 1s. Can I subtract 6 from 7? No. So I know that I have to make a trade. I'm going to have to take this 10 long because I know this 10 long is the same as 10 1. So I'm going to trade it. I'm going to bring it back over here. I'm going to give this 10 long over here, making the trade. So I'm trading it back in here. I'm giving it back to the bank, and I'm getting 10 1s for it. Going to get 10 1s for it. Kind of keep them separated from the 3 that I already had so that I don't get confused. Yay, they came together. Aren't they nice? So there are my 10 1s that I traded for that 10 long, right? So now if I have 10, 11, 12, 13 1s, sir, I have 13 1s. Now can I subtract 6 of them? Yes. Absolutely, I sure can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can take those. I'm going to take them off to the side and I can cut them, can I? So now, how many 1s do I have? 7. 7, absolutely. I now have 7. Now I'm going to move to the 10s place. I have 7 10s. Can I subtract 2? Yes. Yes, I'm going to move them off to the side so that I can cut them. Absolutely. You know how to do that. You do that beautifully. So there, how many 10s do I have? 4. Now I'm going to move to the 100 place. The what? 100 place. Think. What am I moving to? 100 place. Hundreds place. How many hundreds do I have? 4. And I'm going to subtract how many? 1. I'm going to move it out of the way so I can cut. So now how many do I have? 3. So now what do I have the difference. The difference between 473 and 126 is 347. Thank you. Now what if you were doing this at home? You could only draw it. So I'm going to show you what that would mean. When you're drawing tonight, when you're doing a couple of these, I would have 400s, 7 10s, 3 1s. I would know that I could not subtract 6 from 3. So I'm going to regroup. I'm going to take one of these 10s and I'm going to trade it over here for these 10 ones. So I put a circle around it and show that now this 10 long is not a 10 anymore. It's not a 10 anymore. It's now 10 ones. And now I have 13 and I want to subtract 6. And when on paper I can't take them away. I can't cut them. So I can draw a line through 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to go over and now I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s. Because I used to have 7. I want to subtract 2 of them. I can simply cross out those 2 and there's the 4. I do have 4 hundreds. I'm going to subtract 1. I simply cross it out, and there are the 3. So now I have 3 hundreds, 4 10s, and 7 ones, or 347. That's how, the same way we did it on paper when we did it with 2-digit numbers. I did it with 3-digit numbers. Let me see if I can pause this. Okay, just a little pause there. I had to go get that. Okay, let's look at the next one. I want to do this one real quickly just because I want to show you it has a different type of regrouping. We have 718 minus 452. I'm going to go ahead and get my 700s. I decompose it so I can get 700s. I'm going to get 110 and I'm going to get 8 ones. 700s, 110, and I'm going to get 8 ones. Watch this carefully because this is a little different than what we haven't done this one before. Oh, that little one just created himself. Weirdness, yeah. Yeah. Oh well, we know what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna cut him. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get 7, 8. Okay, here we go. We know that I'm going to start in the ones place. I have 8 ones. I'm going to subtract 2. Can I do that? Yes. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and pull these 2 down. Go ahead and cut them. I can cut those. Beautiful. So now how many ones do I have, everybody? 6. Now I have 110. I need to subtract 5. Can I do that? No. Here's where we haven't talked about this. I'm going to take this 100. I need to make a trade. I know 100 is the same as 10 10 longs, right? 10 10s equals 100. So I'm going to take this to the bank and I'm going to trade it for 10 10s. I'm going to trade it for 10 10s. Because 10 10s is the same as 100. Because in just a minute we're going to count them and we're going to see that these 10 10s that I'm trading this 100 flat for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I believe. Let's count them. Count by 10s. Here we go. Ready?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
That's why 10 10s are the same as 100. So I traded it for this 100 flat. So now I have 10 plus 1 more. I have 11 10s. Can I subtract 5 of them?
Yes.
Sure I can. I can move these 5 over. And I can cut. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s. Now I'm going to move to the hundreds place. I have 7. I had 7. Now I only have 6 because I traded 1 in. Can I subtract 4?
Yes.
Yes, I sure can. I'm going to take these 4 down. I can cut them. That's subtracting them. And I have 200 left. So the difference between 718 and 452 is
266.
Very quickly, let me show you how to do that on paper if you were drawing it. If I were going to draw it, I would draw my 700s, my 110, 8 ones. I had 8. I could subtract 2, so I would just cross them out. Make sure you're watching, please. You're going to be doing this tonight at home. Thank you. So I have the 6 left. Then I'm going to go over to this 10. I only have one 10, but I need to subtract 5, so I need to make a trade. I'm going to trade this 100 flat for these 10 longs, because I know 10 tens is the same as 100. 100 and 10 tens are the same. So I traded this 10. So now I have 11 tens. Can I subtract 5 of them?
Yes.
And I do that by crossing out. So now I have 5 and one more. I have 6. Now I have these hundreds. Can I subtract 4?
Yes.
Yes, I sure can. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's already gone because it was traded. So how many hundreds do I have?
2.
Absolutely. So I have 200, 6 tens. Excuse me. 200, 6 tens, and 6 ones, which is the number 266. We're going to go now. We're going to practice ourselves. We're going to practice, and I'm going to let you practice tonight. Thank you for watching, parents. Thank you for helping out at home.
Miss Thompson.